PitchME, Tehnopol Startup Incubator, empowering founders as well as PitchME podcasts.
Today our guest is 10Lines, PitchME.
10Lines is developing autonomous robots and software for the payment marking industry. The problem of the payment marking industry is that today it is almost entirely manual field of work. About 70% of the time that people use to stripe, for example, parking lots is spent on manual tasks like measuring and pre-marking. It means that teams of 3 to 4 people are using measuring tapes, chalk lines, spray cans to paint the lines on the asphalt. 10Lines has developed a solution, a robot, that allows this work to be done much more efficiently and faster. With 10Lines robot, only one worker can do a job in 1 day that today takes 3 days for 3 people. Also, 10Lines robots save significant amount of time and energy and money, but also with 10Lines robots, about 2 tons of CO2 emissions is saved annually. My co-founder Janno, Paas and myself, we decided to found 10Lines. Janno has a very good background in robotics AI, and my background is in business, finance, but also sales, and I have more than 12 years in the striping industry. So we decided to put our heads together and start the business. Over the years, I was really looking for different innovations, trying to find automation, but it really wasn't available. Today, we're building those robots to provide them as a service to striping companies. Striping and paving companies are the ones that do the most striping every single day, and they have the biggest problem. We are targeting mostly US market, but also European market. Today, we have already given out first robots here in Estonia that are being used over the summer to stripe lines. But in the end of the year, we're going to be taking the first robots to the US market where companies will start using them to provide service. We have been developing the robots, and now we have also filed the patents. We have done a lot of projects with clients, and also as we are entering the market right now, we're also raising additional funds for that. We would be happy for people who find this interesting to join us in our team or as investors. Thank you.
Thank you. There are robots to stripe lines. Are you the only one, or are there other companies doing something similar?
Well, to do what we do, we are currently only ones that we are aware of. We have, as I said, over the years, as I was in the striping industry, owning the biggest parking lot striping company in Estonia, I was looking for solutions like that. And I did find small robots that stripe lines on football fields. And some of them also put these pre-marking spots on the asphalt. But that doesn't solve the problem. You really need the lines there. So currently we are the only ones.
That's always the challenging position to be in. It's either there is no market or...
We can say that the market is definitely going that way. We see that small robots are coming to the football fields, but this niche that we have, this payment on the asphalt, this is totally not filled. And we see that these robots that we have built are meant for different conditions every day. You can have multiple different parking lots, for example, and it's very difficult to have this 1 to 2 centimeter accuracy that we have achieved.
What's the industry, kind of the buying side industry? Is it very fragmented? Is it like billion small companies doing the lines on different parking lots, or?
There are thousands of companies, especially in the US and Europe. There are thousands of companies, but the companies that we currently have already started working with, in Florida, for example, most of the companies that we have really good contacts with, they range 3 to 5 million of annual revenue. So they're not super small, but they're not huge companies either. There are large companies, but on the average, they're medium size.
Okay. And that makes sense for a small startup to tackle, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's SMEs. Initially, we see that different regions, different states in the US, for example, have thousands of striping companies, and we can target SMEs, but also we're talking with the big players, because there are bigger companies also, for example, do 200 airports per year, stripe them. So it's a different kind of customers.
Tell us in a few words, where are you today? How big is the team or the, annual revenues of the company already? Or?
Yes, as mentioned, we have been doing the project with the striping company the whole summer here in Estonia. Estonia is a great market for testing and development. We know that. But the actual market, from day one, we have been targeting USA. We have so much interest from different parts of the world, and we're talking with distributors. But we see that we entered the US market first. Our team is fairly small yet, but we have achieved very good results. We have the robots ready to enter the market. And now we're actually pushing it full force. As mentioned, we're raising an investment round, and also we're adding more capacity and more people to our team.
What is the business model? Do you sell the robot, or you sell some kind of service? Or
we rent out the robot, and this value proposition is we rent it out as a cost of one very good worker. So as an example, if you have 3 to 4 people in the US, they do a parking lot 3 days. With our solution, it's 1 person, 1 robot, and 1 day. And we rent it out as a very good worker cost, let's say.
Makes sense, probably.
Well, definitely for striping companies, what they see is that they can get more work done with less costs. Very simple.
Very logical, and nobody needs to worry about the maintenance, and that worry is all with you guys. If you have 1,000 robots across different small towns in the US, I can't imagine the maintenance network guys need to build.
Not really. I mean, we have designed the robot really modular, and we have been running the robot for multiple months here, but over the years that we have developed, we really haven't had the robot break down physically, and all the software side we can update and add functionality over the distance, over the internet. So it's not as hard as it may seem.
And also maybe to comment that we built the whole robot around the pump system, which is the thing that breaks down the most. The pump system is the same as it is today. People already know how to fix it, how to maintain it. So that's easy, and there are maintenance centers already all over the country, in Estonia, in US, where you can do that. The robot itself, it's very modular, it's piece by piece, you can fix it, and that's what we put a lot of emphasis on, that we can make it not easily breakable, and also the maintenance free, let's say, or very, very little maintenance. And if you need to, you can go to these maintenance centers, and they can provide you pump maintenance and also for the robot.
Looking forward, what are the next milestones?
We can start with, as Tarmo mentioned, we're going to the US end of the year. We're planning to launch the first robots. The clients are already waiting there. And after that, we see that there are big conferences, striping conferences, where actually all the people come together and celebrate striping. And also they talk about striping all day long. And that's where we went in the beginning of this year. And next year, we want to be out with the robots. So there we can generate publicity and actually scale from that.
Maybe also to add, striping parking lots and these closed areas is the step one, really. But we see that in the future, our robots will be doing lines also on the roads, airports, smart cities, intersections, and these are the directions to go. And the field is huge, so therefore we don't see a limit there. It's rather the step by step going and adding new functionalities and features.
Good stuff. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.